Hare Krishna, welcome everyone to our Mahabharata character series. We'll begin with our prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmiritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, welcome everyone. We are discussing the fascinating characters of Mahabharata, and we are discussing Arjuna, the third Pandava. And last time we discussed how Arjuna, on his 1 year of exile, he went to so many places, and and he went to places of pilgrimage. On the way, he was kidnapped by Ulupi, who was attracted to him. Ultimately, Arjuna married Ulupi, gave her a son, and then continued his pilgrimage. Then he reached Prabhas, and he met Krishna, and then he wanted to marry Subhadra because he was attracted hearing her glories. So we heard how Krishna, he helps Arjuna marrying Subhadra. So in this way, after marrying Subhadra, Arjuna and Subhadra, they returned. Now the exile of Arjuna was also over. So they returned to Hastinapur, Indraprastha. All the citizens were very, very happy, delighted, because Arjuna was returning after 1 year. Everybody was joyful except one person, Draupadi. She was sulking because now Arjuna came with a wife. Now she had a co-wife. Still, Lupi had not come. So she was. So when Arjuna went to meet Subhadra, she said, "Oh, why have you come here? Go to Subhadra. She must be waiting for you. She must be missing you." So Arjuna, he tried to pacify her, but it was of no use. He said, "Oh no, Draupadi, my affection for you is not decreased even a little bit. I love you with the same intensity even now." But Draupadi was not to be pacified. She said, "A second knot always weakens the first knot, so go away." Arjuna, he had to do something. He made a plan. He told Subhadra that you dress as a cowherd lady, as a gopi, and you go and serve Draupadi. So Subhadra, she was also very intelligent. She understood the family dynamics and she understood the plan of Arjuna. So she dressed herself as a cowherd girl and went to serve Draupadi. She went to the palace of Draupadi and asked the maid servants that I also want to serve Draupadi. Please take me to her. So her maid servants, they brought her to Draupadi, and Draupadi, when she saw Subhadra, she was immediately reminded of Braja. She was immediately reminded of the gopis and Krishna, and she was attracted to the personality of Subhadra. She could not recognize because she was dressed in a gopi clothes. She asked, "Who are you?" So she said, Draupadi asked, "Who are you?" Subhadra said, "Oh, I am just one of the maids. I want to serve you." And Draupadi started talking to her. And seeing the gentle nature and the cowherd dress of Subhadra, she was completely absorbed in remembrance and thoughts of Krishna. And then, she was so very happy talking to this cowherd girl that she blessed her. Draupadi blessed her that may you be blessed with to be the wife of a great hero and a mother of a great hero. Subhadra was very happy, and she then revealed herself. And she said, I am Krishna's sister, Subhadra. Now, Subhadra is very intelligently speaking. She's not saying, I am the wife of Arjuna. She's again reminding Draupadi of her relationship with Krishna. I am Krishna's sister, not Arjuna's wife. That's how words, they are very, very powerful medium to convey our thoughts. And the way we use the words, it can change people's minds. And actually, humility and gentle behavior can please anyone. One doesn't need to give big, big gifts to please someone. If we can have just simple, heartfelt, loving dealings with our friends, that is sufficient to win their hearts. You know. So Draupadi, she was so very happy to see the gentle nature of Subhadra, and she embraced her, and then they started talking about Krishna. She was asking about Dwarka, she was asking about Vrindavan, and Subhadra was telling so many things, and they became great friends. So it is very important to understand that often relationships, they are weakened because of some conflicts, some differences of opinion. And in our day to day life, the differences of opinion will be there. But we have to find out the common points. What is commonality between two people? That we have to find. That brings two people together. So we have to highlight the points of commonality. Otherwise, the differences may be many. Just like Subhadra and Draupadi, now they are keeping Krishna in the center because that was the common point. So the more we focus on the similarities, the more our relationship can become strong. It will strengthen our bond of relationship. Otherwise, if we focus on the differences, of course, differences, they are spice of life. Not everybody is, same. And that brings, some spice in life. Variety is the mother of enjoyment. But spice cannot be the main meal. So our commonalities, they are the main meal. So we have to focus on the common features which we have. And then of course varieties, they are also required. So for us who are practicing spiritualists, we have to deal with many other people who are also practicing, the devotees, and there may be differences of opinion. Everybody may have different way of working. One service, if given to two people, they will have a different way of doing the same service. So we should not get disturbed by seeing the differences. Everybody is unique, everybody is a person, and we have to respect each other's opinions. We have to respect the differences, but we have to have the focus on the common point. For us, common point is Krishna. Common point is our connection with the Guru Parampara. That is our common point. And that is what we have to keep in center. That is the joining link. So then we'll be able to go through different phases of life without spoiling our relationships. And if we are working, keeping Krishna in center, then our relationship will become more and more strong. And that is what happened. Krishna, that is Draupadi, and Subhadra, they became best of the friends. So after some time, Krishna, he came to meet Arjuna and Draupadi along with many other residents of Dwarka, and they brought many, many gifts. It was like an ocean of gifts. And Krishna was so very happy. Nakul and Sahadev, as soon as they came to know that, oh, Krishna has come, they went out of the palace to receive Krishna just on the outskirts and escorted them. And So everybody was so very happy, eager. All the citizens were eager to have darshan of Krishna. Bhagavatam describes that when Krishna was departing from Hastinapur after the war of Kurukshetra and after staying with Yudhishthir Maharaj and Pandavas for some time, everybody was overwhelmed. They were so very overwhelmed, and they wanted to cry. They had tears in their eyes because to be separated from Krishna, it is the most difficult thing. Satsangan muktadu sango natum hotsa te buddha kirtyamanam yasho yasya sakrit akarnyarochanam yasminyastadhiya partha saheram virham katham darshan sparsha sanlapa shayana asana bhojanai. In this lockdown of 2 years of lockdown due to COVID, we have realized how association of devotees is so very crucial. To not be with the devotees, it is very, very painful. To sit in the temple with the devotees, hearing katha together, hearing discourses together, dancing in kirtan, taking prasad together, just association of devotees is so very absorbing. What to speak of if somebody is getting association of Krishna himself? And Pandavas, they were always with Krishna. Tasminyastadhiya partha saheran viraham katham. How can one bear separation from Krishna? Darshan, they were always seeing Krishna, they were sitting with Krishna, dining with Krishna, walking with Krishna. So it was very, very intense separation, intense emotion. So all the residents of Indraprastha, they were jubilant. All of them, they ran to see Krishna. All of them brought many articles to worship Krishna, offer to Krishna. And now Pandavas also came. Yudhishthir Maharaj, Bhima, Nakula, Sahadev already went. So Bhima and Yudhishthir, they were elder to Krishna. Arjuna is equal in age and Nakula and Sahadev are younger. So although Krishna is Supreme Lord, he does not have to bow down to anyone. But when Krishna descends in this world, he shows by his personal example the highest standards of etiquette. So Krishna offers respects to Yudhishthir and Bhima, touches their feet, embraces Arjuna. Nakula and Sahadev touches feet of Krishna. So we have to understand offering respects. It is ingrained in the Vedic culture. Vedic culture, tells us to respect everyone. We cannot afford to disrespect anyone. Even a broom is respected in the Vedic culture. One should not touch the broom also with the feet because it is serving a purpose. It is helping us. Whatever is helping us, it should be respected. So this is very, very important. We cannot afford to disrespect anyone. In fact, in Bhagavad Gita, in the 13th chapter, 13.8 to 11, Krishna gives 20 points of knowledge. And he begins those 20 points by telling amanitvam, adambhitvam. Amanitvam means not expecting respect for oneself. So, Vedic culture, humility and giving respect to others is ingrained. That is the most important principle of spiritual life. People in the world, they want to get respected. They pose themselves to be great and they want that others should respect. But when people, they pose themselves to be big, actually they are making themselves very small. Because they are telling others, I am dependent on you Please glorify me. Please respect me. Vedic culture teaches us that we should respect everyone. Amanina manadena trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. Especially for a spiritualist, to be humble and to give respect to others, it is most crucial. It is not an option, it is compulsory. So when one comes to spiritual life, one should think that I am insignificant. Actually, I don't know anything. Everybody here knows better than me. Actually, we should not be proud of the material knowledge, what to speak of spiritual knowledge. As it is the common saying, Vidya Vinayena Shobhate. A person who has material knowledge, he should be humble, which is very much contrary to the current understanding. If somebody has knowledge, if somebody is a scholar, oh, he is very proud generally. As it is said, respect is a two-way street. You have to give it if you want to get it. So it is very, very crucial to give respect. And Krishna is teaching by his own personal example. Just by giving respect to people, you can win over their hearts. People want that, oh, I should be respected, people should love me, but they forget to love others, they forget to respect others. So giving respect is most crucial in Vedic culture. And we should not demand, we should command respect by our action, by our humble, gentle behavior. And everybody should naturally feel to give respect. We should not be hankering after being respected. But everybody has to respect others. That is the Vedic culture. That is the harmony. So after Yudhishthir and Bhima welcomed Krishna, he allocated separate palaces for all the residents who had come from Dwarka. Everyone was given a separate palace. And they were welcomed nicely. They were, there was wonderful guest reception. All the needs were taken care of. Yudhishthir Maharaj was personally looking into the well-being of everyone, especially Krishna. After spending few days in Indraprasth, everyone they decided to depart for Dwarka. But Krishna, he wanted to stay a little more. He stayed back. Everyone else they departed. So Krishna, he would spend time with Arjuna, he would meet Subhadra, and he would talk to Draupadi, Kunti Maharani. He was spending time with everyone. So one day, Arjuna and Krishna, they went to Khandava forest. They wanted to see the beauty of the forest. And as they went, they were remembering the wars which they have fought, the weapons which were used, so many things they were talking, just like friendly talks, casual friendly talks. That's what Arjuna remembers when Krishna departed. Shayyashanatana vikatthana bhojanadi shvaikyad vayasya ritavanniti vipralabdha sakhyu sakheva pitrivattanayasya sarvam sehe mahan mahitaya kumate raghamme. Beautiful, reciprocation between Krishna and Arjuna. They would sit together, dine together, go on a walk together. Arjuna is remembering, oh, sometimes I would, speak very casually with Krishna. Oh, Krishna, you are such a great person. Actually, you are such a truthful person. Actually, sometimes Krishna would speak lie and Arjuna would make fun. That's how deep relationship they had. So they were talking, and as they were, talking, they went and they were sitting on the bank of Yamuna. They saw a very tall, very effulgent looking Brahmana coming. And as soon as they saw that, oh, this person, Brahmana, is coming, both of them got up and they respected and welcomed this Brahmana. And this Brahmana said, I am a Brahmana and I'm a voracious eater. I want food. I'm not getting food to eat. So Arjuna was a little surprised. He asked, what type of food you want? So this person said, actually, I am Agni. I am fire god. And I want to eat the herbs which are there in the Khandava forest. So please help me. So Dhritarashtra, he had given half of the land to Pandavas, which was called as Khandava Trust. And it was a huge barren tract of land with forests. Nothing else was growing there. So with the help of Krishna, Pandavas, they made a little small tract of land inhabitable, and the huge tract was still forest. So this Agni, he told, I want to consume the herbs which are there in this forest. So he said, Brahmaji has told me that if I eat these herbs, I'll be free from my disease of indigestion. So Arjuna was confused. How did you get indigestion? You are Agni. You can digest. You are personified fire. So he said, no, actually, I am also a person. And in the past, there was a king, Swaketu. He performed so many sacrifices. And he put so much of ghee in the fire that, while digesting all that ghee, I developed indigestion. So therefore, please help me. It is interesting to note that even Agni can get indigestion, by consuming all those ghee, all that. What to speak of us? To maintain material health and to maintain spiritual health, we have to be regulated in our intake. Not just our intake of food, whatever we are taking through our senses, through our eyes, through our ears, through our tongue, nose. These are all our food. Food for the eyes is the objects of vision. So we have to be regulated about what we are seeing, what we are hearing. If we indulge it too much, that is called as atyahar, too much of indulgence. Everyone in this world feels that I'm missing something in life and I want more. So some fill their belly with food, some fill their home with accessories, some fill their brains with knowledge, some fill their bank accounts with money, and some fill their name plates with degrees. Collecting more and more and more. If you go to any doctor, 2-3 lines full of the degrees. For that matter, many people have huge degrees, list of degrees. So, but the most important thing which is missing is the things and people of the world cannot satisfy us. Because the only thing which satisfies a person is to love and to be loved. If we have somebody who can love us eternally, that is the best thing, but it is impossible. Only one person can fulfill that criteria, that is Krishna. He is Akhila Rasamrit Murti. He can reciprocate with everyone unlimitedly. So therefore, we have to focus on developing our connection with the Supreme Lord. That will satisfy, not putting all the things in our senses. Neither people nor things can satisfy us. Only Krishna. Only our relationship with Krishna, with Supreme Lord, can satisfy us. So Agni, he was having indigestion and he said, please help me. So Agni said, actually I have tried many times to burn this forest. Because Arjuna, he was thinking, "Arey, you could have done it alone also. Why are you telling me? You are fire god personified." He said, "No, no, no. Actually, I've tried many times in the past. But the problem is, in this forest, Takshaka also stays. Takshaka was one of the very, very powerful snakes. He is a friend of Indra. Indra is a god of rains. Whenever I try to burn the forest to protect the Takshaka, Indra sends rains and the fire extinguishes. I cannot do anything now. So please help me." So Arjuna said, "Okay, I can help you. We can serve you, but I'm not. I am having no resources. I need a proper bow. I need chariot, and I need arrows. So if you provide me all this, I can definitely help you." So when we are given some service, we should be intelligent enough to know what is needed to do this service, and we should get them so that the service can be done properly. At the same time, while doing service, if we know that, okay, this is needed but I am not able to get that, then you should start with whatever facilities and resources we have. And if we give our full endeavor with whatever resources we have, we are sincere and serious in serving Krishna, then for sure Krishna will provide whatever we are lacking. Ananya Shintayanto Mam Yejana Paryupasate Tesham Nityabhyuktanam Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, he gives assurance. I provide what my devotee lacks and I protect what my devotee has. So therefore, when we give our full efforts, we are serious and sincere in serving Krishna, then for sure he will provide whatever is required to do his service. So as soon as Agni heard this, he called Varuna and he said, "Oh Varuna, in your depths, there is a mighty, huge Gandiva, the bow is kept. Along with that, you will find two quiver of arrows. They are inexhaustible quivers. Please bring them. Also, go to Somadev. Somadev has a very magnificent chariot and very, very powerful horses. Please bring them also." So Varuna, following the orders of Agnidev, he went and he brought this Gandiva and two quiver of arrows, and he brought very, very powerful chariot along with the horses from Somadev, and he gave it to Agni, and Agni handed over to Arjuna. And Arjuna, when he saw Gandiva, it was a huge, majestic bow, as long as a tall person. Just by holding that Gandiva, Arjuna was thrilled. He had goosebumps. He was really ecstatic and very, very happy, jubilant. And he twanged that Gandiva. As soon as he twanged, that sound of that twang, it was like thunder. Arjuna was so very happy. And then Agni said that this chariot which belongs to Soma, it is a very, very wonderful chariot. It is full of weapons, and it was not an ordinary chariot. It was decorated with jewels and emeralds and rubies, and at the same time very, very strong and formidable. And he said that on the flag of this chariot there is an image of Hanuman, who is always ready to serve Krishna, serve Lord Ram. So in future, Bhima, he would meet Hanumanji, and that time Bhima requests Hanuman that, now fighting is, this Kurukshetra fight is about to begin, war is about to begin, you please help us. You stay on the flag of Arjuna's chariot, and whenever I roar, you also roar. So Arjuna, Hanumanji agreed. You know. And then Agni said, I will give you a conch shell also. So Arjuna was given conch shell. His conch shell was Devadatta. Panchajanyam Rishikesho Devadattam Dhananjaya. So Devadatta. It was a very huge conch, and just blowing the conch would create terror in the enemy's hearts. Along with that, Agni gifted, a gada to Krishna. It was Kaumudaki. So it is interesting that Krishna's Kaumudaki is the eternal companion of Krishna. But when Krishna performs earthly pastimes, he descends on this world. He arranges for all his associates also to descend through some pastimes. Just like we know the story, it comes in 10th canto when Krishna he went to bring back the sons of Sandipani Muni. That time he got his Panchajanya, his conch shell. And when Krishna subdued Kaliya, that time the queens of Kaliya, the wives of Kaliya, they brought Kaustuba jewel and gifted to Krishna. They are all eternal companions of Krishna. So now in this case, Kaumudaki Gada was given to Krishna by Agni. So after being equipped with Gandiva and the quiver and wonderful chariot, Arjuna circumambulated the chariot and ascended. And he told Agni, you start your work. Immediately Agni started, burning. Fire started blazing everywhere. This was the first time Krishna told, I will become your chariot driver. So in the first time in the history now, Krishna is behaving as a chariot driver of Arjuna. And Krishna was, driving the chariot high speed around the forest. And any beasts who, were trying to escape, they were killed by Arjuna's arrows. So these beasts, although they were killed by Krishna, they were killed by Arjuna, they got a higher destination. Because any person, when it comes in touch with a devotee of Krishna or Krishna, he gets purified. The same thing is also given in Srimad Bhagavatam, where it is described that when on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, when Arjuna was shooting arrows, the opponents, the enemies, because they were face to face with Krishna and Arjuna, they would be absorbed looking at the beauty of Krishna, and they would be lost for some moments because Krishna was so beautiful and attractive. And taking the advantage of that, Arjuna would shoot arrows and they were killed. But anybody who was killed on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, they were liberated. Tathaiva chanye naraloka veera yada have Krishna mukhara vindam netre vibantyo nayanabhiramam parthastra puta padama purasya. Parthastra puta, they were purified by the astra of Partha, weapon of Partha. Padama purasya, and they attained higher destinations, highest destination. So therefore it is very important to understand, whatever God does, it is for the welfare of everyone. We may not be able to perceive that how God is working for our welfare, my welfare. But that is a fact, and that's what we learn from scriptures. That's why we should keep reading scriptures, be in touch regularly with the scriptures, so that we can, anoint our eyes. And actually, we can put a spectacle of scriptures. That's called Shastra Chakshu. We should see the world with the eyes of Bhagavad Gita, with the eyes of Bhagavatam. What Krishna wants me to learn through this this incident. Krishna definitely works for the welfare of everyone, whoever they may be, even if he's an atheist. You know, Krishna takes care of everyone. There's a story one time, there was one person and he had a vow that he would feed at least one person every day, before taking his meal. Every day he would go out and call one person and feed him. One day it so happened that he could not get anyone. So he traveled a long distance, and next village he found one person, saffron, looking like a sadhu. He asked, "Will you accept prasad at my place?" He said, "Okay, I'll come." So they traveled all the way back, and he was feeding, this sadhu. And as he was eating, so this person asked, "Can you tell me something about Lord Ram, something about God?" So this sadhu, he said, "What God? I don't believe in God." So this person was surprised. And he said, "You are dressed as a sadhu and you don't believe in God." He caught him by his ear and dragged him outside, while he was in the middle of the food. As he was dragging that person out, a voice spoke from the sky. "Can't you feed even one atheist? I am feeding thousands every day." So that's how God is. Krishna does not see this person is an atheist or a thief. Even if you don't accept me, still I'll feed you. So Krishna is the ever well-wisher. He's a Surida, Suridam Sarva Bhutana. So as forest was now blazing, so the news reached Indra that this Khanda forest is burning. Immediately he ordered that rains, that you go and shower. So the fire was already engulfing the entire forest. And in the beginning, all the rain water was getting evaporated. But as the intensity of the rains increased, the fire started coming down. So Arjuna, seeing this, he shot so many arrows in succession that it created an umbrella of arrows over the forest. Not even a drop of water was entering inside. All the water was gliding down on the sides through the umbrella of arrows. And Agni continued burning the forest. So in Krishna Leela also, in the 10th canto, we hear that Krishna also lifted Govardhan as a mountain to protect the inhabitants who are below. In this case, Arjuna created an umbrella of arrows to destroy the persons and people and living entities who are below. One is for protection, other is for destruction, but the purpose is same, to protect dharma. In both cases, Krishna was there. In both cases, Indra was also there. So, whatever Krishna does, he does it to establish the principles of dharma. So, as this fire was burning, Takshaka's wife and his son was there that time in the forest. Takshaka was not there. Indra didn't know that. So Takshaka's wife and his son Ashwasena, they started fleeing away, running away. Arjuna spotted them, and with his arrows, he cut off the head of the wife of Takshaka. She was dead. And then Arjuna wanted to kill his son also. But that time Indra, feeling compassion for his son, Takshaka's son, he sent a very terrible gush of wind. And Arjuna practically became bewildered and unconscious for some time. And taking advantage of this opportunity, This Ashwasen, he ran away. After some time, Arjuna came back to consciousness and he realized what had happened. And so, actually, this Ashwasena who fled away later in the Mahabharata war, he wanted to take revenge. So, in the Mahabharata war, he took shelter of the arrow of Karna because he wanted to kill Arjuna. And we have heard how Arjuna, we'll discuss about that also. Arjuna was saved because Krishna, he pressed his thumb down on the chariot and chariot was pushed in the ground. So Arjuna, he came down and the arrow hit his helmet and Arjuna was saved. So Arjuna now came back to consciousness and realized that this Indra is shooting arrows and he's creating problem. So he challenged Indra and he started shooting arrows at Indra. Arjuna first of all shot Vayavastra. Vayavastra is wind weapon. And with that wind weapon, he scattered all the clouds. The sky was clear now again. Arjuna kept shooting so many arrows. And Indra, whatever arrow, whatever weapon he was throwing, Arjuna was just, destroying that. So Arjuna was getting upper hand on Indra. And because of the air, because of the Vayu Astra, air was, the fire was getting fueled, spreading everywhere. And below, the animals were burning, their flesh was burning. So the fire was becoming more and more prominent. So Indra, he saw that this Arjuna is so powerful, he is destroying all my weapons. He called all other devatas also for help. He called Varuna, he called Yamraj, he called Kuvera. All the celestial Siddhas and Charanas, everybody came. Yamraj with his Yamdand, Kuvera with his thunderous mace, and Varuna with his Varuna Pash. But to their surprise, all their weapons were destroyed by Arjuna. Nobody could stop Arjuna. And Indra, he was really getting bewildered. What is happening here? So ordinary human, although he was happy from inside because Arjuna was ultimately his son only, but he wanted to test him further. So he told that all the devatas, we come together and we will attack together. So as Indra was about to do this, a voice spoke from the sky. He said, "Oh Indra, your friend Takshaka is not there in this forest. So please stop fighting. And anyways, you cannot defeat Arjuna and Krishna because they are Nara and Narayan who have appeared. And they have appeared to fulfill your purpose only, your mission only. So please stop fighting." So Indra, when he heard this, he desisted, stopped fighting, offered respects and departed. Agni kept burning the forest. In that forest, there was another demon named Maya. So Maya, he was an architect of the demons and he was trying to escape. Krishna, he sent Sudarshan Chakra to kill this demon. So Maya, he was very intelligent. He immediately came and surrendered to Arjuna. So when he surrendered to Arjuna, Arjuna said, "Okay, if anybody surrenders to me, I cannot give him up. I cannot kill him." So seeing this, Krishna, he stopped his Sudarshan, Agni stopped chasing him, and he was saved. People in this world, they are, so very anxious and disturbed because they take shelter of so many things and people of the world, but they forget to take shelter of Krishna and devotees of Krishna. Maya was very intelligent. He understood where to take shelter. All the things and people, they will be lost, they will be destroyed. Deha patya kalatradishu atma sainya sopi tesham pramatto nidhanam pashyannapi na pashyati. People see that their friends are dying, relatives are dying, Wife is getting old, I am getting old, you know. But still they think, no, no, these people will help me. My property will help me. My relationships will help me. But Bhagavatam says all these are fallible soldiers. They are themselves in the jaws of death. How can they help others? So if we want fearlessness, if we want to take shelter, then we have to take shelter of Krishna. As Lord Ram says, when Vibhishan came and surrendered, everybody was telling, Lord Ram, please don't give him your shelter. He's a brother of demon. After all, he's same blood. Ram says, what to speak of Vibhishan? Even if Ram comes and surrenders, I will forgive him. Even if Ravana comes and surrenders, I will forgive him. So, he says, but, and he says that Ram says, I will give Vibhishan, if he surrenders, I will give Vibhishan the uh, the kingdom of Lanka. And what if Ravana comes? What will you give him? I will give him Ayodhya. But what about Bharat? Says Lord Ram says, I'll give him Vaikunta. Then where will you stay? Lord Ram says, I'll stay in the heart of my devotees. Sakriteva prapannoya tavasmi iti chayachate abhayam sarvada tasmai dadami etad mama. Lord Ram says, even if somebody comes and tells once, oh Lord, I'm yours, I have taken a vow to protect him, Abhaya. So therefore, Krishna called back his Sudarshan because he saw that Mayadana has surrendered to Arjuna. Agni also stopped. Sky became cleared. Now Indra again came. And he said, oh Arjuna, the feat which you have accomplished, it is unparalleled in the history. Alone you have defeated all the devatas. I am so very happy. Ask for benedictions. So Arjuna, he said, if you are pleased, please give me celestial weapons. Indra says, yes, I'll give you, but not now. In the future, when you go to forest to do tapasya, and if you, after you please Lord Shiva and get Pashupatastra from him. Pashupatastra is a weapon of Lord Shiva. So he says, after you get a weapon of Lord Shiva, then I will give you all the other celestial weapons also. Not now. So please wait. And Krishna, because he is behaving as a ordinary human being, Indra tells that please ask some benediction. He tells Krishna, and just see what Krishna is asking now here. Krishna says, I want that my friendship with Arjuna should go on increasing. That is the heart of Krishna. When Krishna appears in a role, he does it so nicely that anybody can get confused. Oh, he is a supreme lord. Why is he asking from Indra? Because Indra is a devata and Krishna is behaving as a human. Tathaiva chanye naralok. Krishnera yate khela sarvottam naralila. He is behaving as a human. So therefore, he is asking a benediction from Indra. And the benediction which he is asking is very, very instructive. When you meet somebody big, you don't ask something small. If somebody, goes to a billionaire and he says, Mango, ask whatever you want. Then you will not tell, give me 100 rupees. No, you will ask for something big. So when a human is being blessed by gods, naturally one will ask the best of the things, most important things. So Krishna is showing by his personal behavior what he feels to be the most important thing in his life. That is his relationship with his devotees. For Krishna, there is nothing more dear than the relationship with devotees. That is actually greatest treasure for a devotee also. to develop relationship with Krishna, that is the greatest treasure of a devotee. And if we want to develop relationships with anyone, we have to spend time. Not just quantity time, quality time is also important. If we want to develop relationship with God, we have to spend quality time while doing our practices, while doing our chanting, while doing hearing, reading. What is the quality of our chanting? That determines, how fast and how strong our relationship with Krishna will be. So quality is very, very important. The time which we are spending in chanting, what is the quality of our chanting? Are we attentive? Are we prayerful? Are we, focused? So that is our treasure. And that's what we are aspiring for. So that's what we have to, learn from Krishna. He is asking, please make my friendship with Arjuna stronger and stronger. So Indra said, so be it. And then after that he departed. Mayadanav, he was still there. He was so very grateful. He went to Arjuna and said, oh Arjun, I'm so very grateful to you because you saved my life. I want to do something for you. Please tell me, ask something. Arjuna said, oh, actually, it was my duty. I didn't forgive you, I didn't save you, protected you to get something from you. It is a duty of a Kshatriya. So I don't want anything in return. Mayadana said, no, actually it's not something about business. It is not that because you saved me, I want to do something. No, actually I want to please you. Please ask something. So he was, pleading again and again. But Arjuna said, no, actually I cannot accept anything from you. I respect your emotions. I respect your desire. But it is my Kshatriya duty. I cannot take anything. But then he said, if you want to please me, you go to Krishna and please Krishna. So Mayadana, then he approached Krishna and said, please, tell me, how can I serve you? How can I please you? Interestingly, Krishna said, if you want to please me, please Arjuna. So Arjuna is sending him to Krishna. Krishna is sending to Arjuna. Mayadana is getting confused. What is happening? So then Krishna said, okay, I'll tell you the solution. He said, Arjuna will be pleased when Yudhishthir Maharaj will be pleased. So you please and satisfy Yudhishthir Maharaj. How to pacify? I'll tell you a way. You are an architect. You build a huge, magnificent, majestic assembly hall for Yudhishthir Maharaj. So this, incident is remembered by Krishna, remembered by Arjuna when Krishna departed. So there, Prabhupada writes a beautiful, beautiful line. He says, the process is that by the grace of the devotee, mercy of the Lord is obtained. And by the mercy of the Lord, the chance to serve a devotee of the Lord is obtained. So that is very interesting. So because Arjuna was happy, he told, okay, you serve Krishna. And because Krishna was happy, he engaged Mayadana in service of Arjuna or Yudhishthir Maharaj. That is the process. To get mercy of the Lord, you have to please the devotees of the Lord. And if the Lord is pleased, what will you get? Service of the devotees. So it is a circle. So Mayadana, he was very happy. At least he got something. He said, yes, I'll make a very huge, majestic assembly hall. And I have many, many wonderful ingredients kept with me. I'll bring them. And he said, actually, I'll bring conch. So that there was some, mistake. Agni didn't give the conch Devadatta. This Mayadanav, he gave this conch Devadatta to Arjuna. So, this Mayadanav said, I'll get a conch for you also. So he brought Devadatta, the conch for Arjuna, and he brought all the ingredients. He came back with his assistants and he created such a huge assembly hall. It was unparalleled. And in that assembly hall, Narad Muni came after some time and he was telling that, this assembly hall is such huge. And he started telling about the assembly halls which are there in the universe. He told about the assembly hall of Indra, assembly hall of Yamraj. And while telling about the assembly hall of Yamraj, he told, and your father Pandu is staying there in the assembly hall of Yamraj. So all the Pandavas, they became interested. Oh, please tell us about our father. So Narad Muni told her he is happy, but he has one request. He has requested if you can do Rajasuya Yajna. And therefore, Yudhishthir Maharaj, we have heard in detail when we discussed Yudhishthir Maharaj, that Rajasuya Yajna was organized in that assembly hall. And in that assembly hall, Krishna was glorified as Agra Purusha and he was given all the respects. So Arjuna remembered this incident. And there he said one very interesting thing. He said, actually, I could do all that wonderful, stupendous feat of defeating Indra and all the other devatas only by the power of Krishna. Otherwise, I am nothing. Prabhupada writes a beautiful line. One should not be proud of the borrowed plumes. We have actually nothing. Nothing belongs to us. Everything is given by Krishna. So Arjuna says, Tadvai dhanustai shava ratho hayaste soham rathi nipatayas tadanamanti sarvam shanena tadabhuda sadishariktam bhasmam hutam kuhakaradhamivoptamushyam. So he's telling, today, because now Krishna has departed, I could not protect the wives of Krishna, from these very simple cowherd men. They came and they took away all the wives of Krishna and I could not do anything. I am the same person who has defeated great powerful devatas. I have defeated great generals like Bhishma, Drona, and I could not defeat simple infidel cowherd men. This is the same Gandiva, this is the same chariot, and I am the same warrior, but still everything has become null and void because Krishna is not there. So that's how we see in the life of great devotees. They always acknowledge. And that is the mood of a spiritualist. Whatever happens in the life of a devotee, whatever great things one accomplishes, whatever skills we have, whatever capacities we have, we should always be grateful. Gratitude is actually devotional service. To be grateful for every small thing in our life. That is devotional service. So in this way, we saw that this was the first war where Krishna and Arjuna fought together. And for sure, wherever Krishna is there, wherever Arjuna is there, victory has to be there. That is the last verse of Bhagavad Gita. Yatra yogeshwara Krishno yatra partho dhanurdharaha tatra Shri Vijayo bhuti dhruvaniti matirmama. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all the mystics, wherever there is Arjuna, the great archer, there has to be victory, opulence, morality, and fame. So that Vijay, this victory was possible because Krishna was there. So that's how Arjuna defeated all the devatas in this Khandava forest and became victorious. So we'll stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, thank you very much. So, in this we see, the gratitude of Arjuna and also the blessings which he received. So many blessings from in the form of all the weapons and various things which he. So, Prabhuji, this blessings come only when we keep Krishna in the center. That is the only prerequisite.
Okay. So, to get blessings, of course, we have to please the superiors and please Krishna. And for that matter, if we respect anyone, if they are happy, then naturally, even if they do not speak, you know, super soul Paramatma in the heart of that person acknowledges, okay, this person is happy and satisfied by the service of this person. Even if that person does not say anything, Krishna acknowledges that and gives the blessings to that person. So for that matter, we have to understand respect, giving respect to everyone, and service is very, very important to get blessings. Blessings of Krishna, blessings of devotees, or blessings of any superior personality, even if he is not a devotee. Blessings are very powerful because when we are serving somebody and that person is happy, and the blessings are coming from the heart, that has power, that has potency. So, and most powerful blessings are the blessings of the devotees, because when devotees they bless us, we can, we may get material opulences, but for sure we will get spiritual opulences. That is no doubt, you know. So blessings, they play a very important role. Many times we ask devotees, please pray for me, please bless me, and they may pray for us, but actually when we serve the devotees and we please them, and when blessings come spontaneously, that those are most powerful blessings. So therefore it is very, very important to keep on collecting blessings by our service. When a devotee is happy, he may not say, but Krishna acknowledges that. And same is when we offend somebody, when we are doing disservice, when we are, offending somebody. Even if that person does not say anything, Krishna notices that also. And then slowly in due course of time, we may lose our taste for practicing spiritual life. So, just by pleasing a person, we can advance in spiritual life. And by displeasing, we can go down. So, as we are staying in a devotee community where everybody is like minded and wants to come close to Krishna, just by pleasing them, we don't even understand how much we are advancing. We cannot even estimate our fortune when we please the devotees, get their blessings. At the same time, every devotee around us can elevate our consciousness or bring it down just by their thoughts. Just by their thoughts. So if they are happy, Krishna acknowledges that. And if they are unhappy, Krishna takes notice of that also, and gives us reaction accordingly. So therefore blessings, they are very important in any field, either in the material field or spiritual field. So that's why all our discourses begin with asking for blessings. We offer Mangala Charan. Why? To seek blessings from the superiors, from the Guru Parampara, from Krishna. That is the way of advancing in spiritual life. Okay.
So basically, without blessings, our spiritual life cannot move forward.
Yeah. True. That is the essential, that is the crux. We have to get the blessings. Sadhu Sangha, when we serve the devotees, naturally we'll get the blessings of the devotees. And that is the only thing which attracts Krishna's mercy. And as we saw, By the grace of the devotee, mercy of the Lord is obtained, and by the mercy of the Lord, chance to serve the devotee is obtained. So when devotees are happy, naturally they will give blessings, and Krishna will be happy, will get more service. So if we are getting more service, that means devotees are happy. And of course, we should keep asking for feedbacks, and we should be open for the feedbacks. Am I doing right? I'm okay. Am I okay doing this service? Is there any scope for improvement? So if we are open to hearing the reviews, then we can advance faster. Otherwise, if we are just thinking, no, I am doing my best, I don't want to hear anything, then if we don't even will not even realize if we are doing disservice or if we are doing proper service. So that is also important.
Prabhuji, one more thing. So, exactly what is service or seva?
What is?
What is seva? What is service?
Okay. So to put it in simple way, whatever is told to us, if we are doing it without any personal motivated interest, that is seva. Srila Prabhupada, he told in one of the classes, what is the difference between seva and puja? So he said, puja means I invite you, I give you nice reception, I feed you nice food, and I give you all the nice gifts. And then when you are happy, then I ask something. Oh, I want this. That is puja. I'm doing something for you because I want to get something. That is puja. So he said, when we serve devatas, we don't tell devata seva. We say devata puja, demigod worship. Puja hai wo. It is not seva. But seva means I do not want anything in return. I just want to please you. Just like when Narsimhadev, he told Prahlad, please ask something. Prahlad said, I am not a businessman. I didn't serve you to get something from you. I just wanted to please you. So seva means selfless service. And we don't want anything in return. Not even fame, not even glorification, not even any of the other material things. Puja la pratishtha. If we are doing service with intention of getting fame, prestige, then that is not so much pleasing to Krishna. Although it is very, very difficult. In our conditioned state, we think some fame, some praise should come. But actually, when we are purified, we realize, oh, this praise, this fame, it is not worth. Pure devotees, they are not interested in hearing their glorification. प्रतिष्ठार भय पूरी गेरा पलाइया कृष्ण प्रेम प्रतिष्ठा चले संगे गड़ाइया. In Chaitanya Charitamrita it is described. When Madhavendra Puri, when Krishna stole sweet rice for Madhavendra Puri, everybody came to know, oh, this person, such a great devotee, Krishna stole sweet rice for him. He became fearful of the pratishtha. Who becomes fearful of fame? We become fearful when we don't get fame. But Madhavendra Puri, he became fearful. Pratishtha ka bhay ho gaya. Pratisthar bhay puri gela palaiye. So he ran away from that place. So therefore, seva means we don't want anything. So that is the ideal. But in our conditioned state, even if we have some material motivations, material desires, and with that intention, even if we are doing service with that intention, still we should go and ask, pray to Krishna. Krishna, I don't know what to pray. I have such intentions. I don't know, this should not be, but what can I do? I am conditioned. So please give me sufficient intelligence. Please purify me so that I can one day serve in a right consciousness. So that is the prayer we can offer while doing our services in our conditioned state. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. I was going to ask you that question next. when that how in our conditioned state we should, when those intentions are still there, then how do we tackle them and deal with them? So thank you so much.
We can pray. We can pray if we have desires, just like I was speaking to another group. If we have material desires, we can ask Krishna. किसको पूछेंगे? भगवान को ही पूछेंगे. We'll ask God only, Krishna only. I have this material desire, please give me. But at the end of that, we should also offer this prayer. I don't know what to pray, that's why I'm praying this for this. Please give me intelligence so that I can one day I can pray what I'm supposed to pray. So that should be our prayer in our conditioned state. Okay.
Really grateful to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare